on up here? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tabby's Terror Thursdays. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. I'm glad to have you. Basically, what my channel is I watch every movie, well, horror movie that is, on Amazon Prime, so you don't have to. And then on Thursdays, I bring you a review. So if that sounds cool to you, then subscribe to my channel, and you'll get a new review every Thursday. So basically what I do is I go to the, what are you looking at, huh? I go to the Amazon Prime movie homepage, and I just click the first movie that they recommend to me, and then that's what I watch. You get a review. So let's go ahead and see what they recommend today. Okay, so we are back at the Amazon Horror Prime page, and it looks like the next movie we have to watch is Black Rock. I have never heard of Black Rock. Looks like it was made in 2013, has 3 stars, and Kate Bosworth's in it. So yeah, let's go ahead and try this one out. Alright guys, so we are back, and I think Amazon recommended another good movie to us. So this movie has Kate Bosworth. Do you guys remember Kate Bosworth? She was in Blue Crush and How to Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. If you guys haven't seen both those movies, they're not horror movies, but they are freaking fantastic, and you should go watch it after you watch this video. So Kate Bosworth is one of the main characters in this movie, and her name is Sarah, and she invites her 2 other friends whose names are Abby and Lou, and she invites them to go camping on this like remote island. The 2 friends do not know that Sarah invited both of them because they can't stand each other, and I think because one of them slept with the other one's boyfriend, you know how that goes. Sarah is determined to bring their friendship closer together, so that is the whole point of going to this island to go camping. I really want to know where this island is. It looks like it could be on the East Coast somewhere. I don't know, but it looks freaking beautiful, the town that they're in, and wherever it is, I want to go visit. I don't care if there's a creepy, scary island. I want to go visit wherever they're going. So they take this tiny little boat, and they're sailing across the ocean in the tiniest boat I've ever seen. So you would think, since this is a horror movie, that something would happen with this tiny little boat with these like big waves, but it doesn't. That's not even the focal point of this movie. The boat makes it to the island with no trouble at all. They get to this beautiful deserted island, and apparently they've been there before. I don't know if their family goes there and that's how they know about this place, but once they get to the island, the first thing that Sarah does is pull out this handy dandy map. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map! It's a map to a time capsule that they created when they were 10 years old. I mean, Sarah went all out on this map. She even had like coordinates and everything. So I don't know if she did her research or what, but apparently they were obsessed with the Goonies, and so they wanted to do a little treasure hunting map. They decided that they're gonna go and find this time capsule, but in the middle of them trying to find this time capsule, Abby and Lou get pissed off at each other and they go back to the campsite. Not long into the movie, this happens like really quick. We find out that the girls are actually not alone on this island. They run into this guy named Henry, and he's got 2 buddies named Derek and Alex. Conveniently enough, the girls know Henry from school. Well, they know his brother, so they know of Henry. The girls invite the guys to go back to their campfire to have some drinks with them. We find out that Harry, why do I keep saying Harry? Henry and his friends actually just got back from Afghanistan. They were in the army and they were serving over there. And Henry's friends are like obsessed with Henry because they think that he's a hero, because Henry saved their lives when they were over in Afghanistan. They mentioned that Henry was actually dishonorably discharged from the army. We don't really get too much details as to why he was dishonorably discharged, but I think that's a little bit of foreshadowing on what was about to happen. So they get back to the campsite, like I said, and they start having some drinks and they're mingling. And Abby, is her name Abby? Yes, Abby. Did I say Abby? Yes. Abby Abby gets a little too drunk. Now, Abby is a married woman, I believe, and she was kind of flirtatious with Henry. I'm not really sure. I think like her marriage isn't going so well, and so she's a little flirtatious. Well, she decides that she wants to go get more firewood. So Abby goes into the woods, deep into the woods to get firewood, and Henry goes and follows her because he's like, this girl is into me. So he goes and he follows Abby, but this asshole decides that he wants to rape Abby. So he tries to rape Abby in the woods, and Abby's like trying to get away. Like she has nothing to do, but luckily there was a rock next to her. So she takes this big rock and smacks him in the head with it. And this girl must be freaking strong because she kills him with one hit.
That's one shot! That's one shot, kid! That's one shot!
So then everybody obviously hears the commotion and they come to find Henry dead. Now, Henry's friends freak the out because Abby just killed their best friend and their hero. So now these guys are like, okay, now we have to kill these girls. So they start brawling. I mean, like fist fighting these girls, and they knock them out. And when the girls wake up, they are tied to the tree, and I believe it's Derek has a gun to Abby's head because he's like, you killed my friend, I'm gonna kill you. Well, Abby calls him a for tying them up because they can't even fight back themselves. So she's like, if you have to tie us up, then you're like, you can't handle us, so you have to tie us down. That totally emasculates him. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna untie you, and we're gonna fight hand to hand, and I'm gonna kill you with my bare hands. So he unties them, and the girls totally kick their ass. Like, I mean, totally kick their ass, and they escape. So now the girls are going in opposite directions. They are deep in the woods. Shit gets real from there. This is where the story gets really, really intense because the movie turns into literally the scariest hunting game ever. It's really funny because, the guys were there to hunt deer, but they ain't hunting deer anymore. They're hunting these three girls. And you guys, it was really intense. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3.5 skulls. It's not the best movie I've ever seen. It's nothing super original. It doesn't have like an ending that was like, oh my god, that's brilliant or anything like that. But it was really entertaining and I really, really enjoyed it. I actually kind of like the storyline too. So if you're into things like the Hunger Games or that like the hunting thing, like where you're in the woods and there's somebody hunting someone else, I highly suggest this movie. It was pretty good. I've never heard of it before, and apparently it was made in 2012 or 2013, and I've never heard of it. Definitely surprised me. Well guys, that's all I have for you today, and like I said, I watch every movie on Amazon Prime, well, horror that is, and I bring you a review on Thursday. So if you're a horror buff and you're looking for new movies to watch, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Me and the little banana here will see you next week. Bye bye.